If you want to find out how to become better and faster at Roblox development by literally grabbing a piece of grass and touching it, continue watching this video. Man, let me be honest, it wasn't always like this. I'll tell you a quick story. So it's January 8th of 2022. It's the day my life would never be the same again. It was the day that I started self-improvement, and I had no idea where this journey would take me. Hell, I didn't even know if it was worth it. It was something completely new to me. Now, you may ask, what exactly did I start doing? I started doing 5 new things, which are calisthenics, gratitude journaling, and meditating. The other 2 were crossfit practice and taking on learning saxophone. Those 2 were a mistake on my part, though that's a completely different topic for another video. Now, at this point in the script, I was planning on scrapping it because I couldn't think of ways these habits directly affected my growth. But then I realized, yeah, these don't directly affect my growth. It's discipline and focus that does. And these 3 habits nail focus and discipline so well. So how do these 3 activities do their magic? Let's start with the simplest one, exercise. Now, you probably already can think of ways how exercising improves our life, but doing it actively requires discipline. Why? Because it's uncomfortable. Okay, Sparrow, we get that, but how does it help me get the bag? I can tell you only the raw, unsexy answer, because there is no easy way to success. And to get there, it requires a big amount of determination and discipline. Now you may ask, how will getting discipline from exercising help me with the discipline to achieve my best? Well, why do you think it helps? It trains you to be disciplined. If you make it your goal to be so disciplined at your craft that you devote your life to it, there's literally no one that can possibly compete with you. Besides, it will help you attract the females. You might have noticed that to achieve success, I also mentioned determination. By that I mean being so driven and focused on the task. What do you think would be a practical, simple step on achieving total focus? It's probably something that you haven't heard of before, but it's a thing called meditation. So I'll actually explain to you how it works, because everyone knows what it is, but doesn't know actually how to do it. So picture this. The goal for you is to stay in the present moment by focusing on the breath. First, you start off by removing all distractions from around you. Next, you take in some deep breaths. Note that it is very important that you breathe deeply in through your nose to your belly, then up your chest until you can't breathe in anymore. Exhale and do it all over again. Sounds pretty easy to me. Though whilst doing it, you'll realize that you're not focusing on the breath anymore. This is completely fine, just bring your attention back to the breath. You might think that mind wandering is bad, but actually it's not. You can think of it like doing dumbbell reps on weightlifting simulator, just on steroids. Each rep is like bringing your mind back to the breath. And as you know, just a few dumbbell reps won't actually make you stronger. But a few dumbbell reps every day or a month will. Now imagine if you did this for the rest of your life. How strong will you be then? Consistency is key here, for meditation too. Also, you don't have to start out by meditating for a whole hour every day. Whilst it would be good, you're gonna burn out. Even I don't do it for that long. I would suggest for at least 5 minutes a day for the rest of your life. If you're just starting out and can't last 5 minutes, that's okay too. Just try 30 seconds or a minute. When you find that that's too easy, increase the time. It doesn't matter if it's sooner or later, though. Remember, if you want to make progress, you have to increase the time eventually. If you don't want to do it by yourself, but would prefer to be guided, I highly suggest an app called Medito. It's 100% free and I use it nearly every day for meditation. Now, talking about being so driven, It's usually talking about an inner motivator that makes you achieve your goals. If you don't have a motivator, it may be harder for you to find a reason to keep going. Let's say you don't have anyone or anything to strive for, but you really want to have a productiveness boost. Try gratitude journaling. In simple terms, just take a pen and paper or a notebook, doesn't matter, and write at least one thing that you're grateful for every day. Like this, you're going to find something to strive for in no time, therefore increasing your work output. If you have any questions or suggestions, make sure to join my Discord server. The link is in the description.